So, what am I saying? Well, I got a little project here. I've been working on it for a few minutes. I took off these mounts. They're kind of broken. Goes up here. That's what makes the holder for the top link, the 3-point. They're kind of busted up. But anyway, as maybe you can tell, it is raining and actually snowing out at the moment. About 41 degrees. But that's okay, because I got to go figure out my design for what I'm doing here and how to repair this. I've got some ideas in my head, so I'm going to go sit at the computer for a while, see if this rain and snow stops, and see if I can work on this here in a couple hours. I don't know. I end up working on it tomorrow. But anyway, that's the project, and that's what this video is about. Yes, that was nice. Alright, a little more dross than I figured it would be. Huh. A little heavy on the dross there for some reason. The cut looks good. The cut looks really good. Nice and square. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to run this out to the chisel real quick. Make sure it fits. Alright, so this will go in there. Oh yeah, perfect fit. Nice. It's really, really nice. Looks straight with these, I think. Yeah, it looks in line there. Let me do some things. This bolt back in real quick. Is that size? Or this size? Is that size? Okay. So that. And then this should line up with that. I hope. Well, that doesn't fit. Must be a little crooked. It fit on there perfectly just a second ago, didn't it? I swear it was on there. There we go. Does not. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Alright, clearly I have done something wrong. So I think I referenced off the top when I was measuring the holes and then drew it referencing off the bottom when I put it on the computer. See if I can show you here on camera. So the hole I want to use is right here. You see that hole right in there? And this is the hole that the farmer was using. And the bottom of that hole to the bottom of that hole. Can't really get my tape measure in there. Hang on one second here. That's 6 inches off. What the hell? 5. I got my tape measure jammed in there. These pieces want to slide side to side. I'm really having a hard time showing it here, but it's coming out at 5 inches right now from being off 5 inches. Of course, that doesn't mean that this hole is even in the correct place, because I'm putting this hole at the standard quick hitch height. So anyway, yep, I just about guarantee you I'm 4 inches off, because this is 4-inch square tubing. So anyway, I'm gonna go back to the computer, do some more drawing, do some more figuring, see if I can find my mistake. Well, I think I found my mistake, and yeah, I actually made 2 mistakes on this. So let me show you here what I did. So first off, from the bottom of this hole right here, I'll see there, to this line right here, that should be 6.5 inches. Instead, it is 11.5 inches. Oh, so that is 5 inches off. So I was like, well, I just missed the 4-inch square tubing, but that would be 4, not 5. Well, I made 2 mistakes. This hole is supposed to be 6.5, but I have on my notes that I wrote down here on my paper, I wrote down 7.5 inches from the bottom of the hole to the top of the square tubing. Yeah, it's supposed to be 6.5 inches from the bottom of the hole to the top of the square tubing. So that's where the other inch comes from. So I made 2 mistakes drawing this dang plate out. So I got to pull this square tubing right here down 5 inches and redo this design completely. Okay, I left the tool path here of the piece we just cut out. Machine is 0, down here, so that way I could fit the next 2 in there. I think this would have fit on the plate a lot better if I had turned these straight up and down to where they were this way, but since I already cut out that piece, I left them like this. So I'm going to go with it. So let's get you set up and watch this cut out. Let's see if it fits. Oh yeah. Almost a little sloppy now. Okay. There. Oh, look at that. That is perfect. Oh, my word, yes. That makes me happy. Let's print number 2. I think I'm gonna call it a day. It's almost 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7 o'clock on a Saturday night. Time to quit. So I'll probably go ahead and wait till Monday to work on this thing, even though I'm supposed to have it done soon, but they can wait till Monday. Later. Well, I guess it's Monday morning, so that means back to the grind, right? Yesterday, I took the day off and we all went out to Castle Rock. Probably one of my favorite places to go in Kansas.
So you stay up here. Oh, she's doing it. Matthew can do it.
Zoe can do it. Zoe.
Ah, Zoe. I think I did. I think so. Is Zoe going to try again? Zoe's going for a different route. So is Aspen. Aspen's not going to get as far though.
Get up.
Up there, up there, up there, up there. I mean, if that's not a cartoon dog, I don't know what is.
I really enjoy going out to Castle Rock. It's just a lot of fun out there. It's so much to explore. And if you don't know where Castle Rock, Kansas is, Quinter, Kansas on Interstate 70 is the turn, and you head south and go a number of miles south, and then you'll turn and head east for a little bit and pull into it. But anyway, I digress. So my day off is over, back to the grind today. Saturday was 41 and raining and trying to snow. Today is going to be the other extreme. It is supposed to be 94 degrees and sunny, which I'm going to absolutely melt, especially considering I'm working on the east side of my building here. So I need to take a moment and get my little plan together for the day here and figure out what I'm doing. I think I'm ready to start welding the plates onto the plow. Could be wrong on that. Welder set quite right. Set on that edge square. Got a little house jack type thing down here. I love that thing. Got 2-inch square tubing set in here. And I'm going to try to put this plate on. Clamp it out here. All the way. Oh, that's hot. Still hot down there. I welded. Make sure these edges are lined up. All right. I think so. Pretty good. I'm going to put a couple tacks on it, and then we'll put a pin through it up here to make sure that the pin goes through, that I'm not way off, but it looks good, so I don't know why it won't go, why it won't work. Yep, that works. I'm hot here in the sun. I'm absolutely dying right now. And the shadow is here already. So if I wait, I don't know, another hour, I think that shadow will swing over here really quick now that the sun is past the garage. So I'm just gonna wait. It's calm right now. The wind is supposed to kick up to 45 miles an hour this afternoon, so I was really hoping to get this done before the wind hits though. So that's the downside of that. But what I can do in the meantime is cut out my pieces that go from the top down to that plate there, my little brace thing. So I'll work on that. Won't be completely wasting time, and I'll allow myself to cool down here in the shade of the garage for a little while. Anyway, there's the brace. We're going to go from the top of the mounts here back to that square tubing that's in the middle of the chisel plow. And I got my angles figured out there. So, yep, got my dimensions, my angles, everything all figured out. This is going to be a 1x3 flat bar right there. So, get that set up in the bandsaw and cut off this end and cut it to length, and I'll probably take the plasma cutter and cut that at the correct angle, because that is 156, basically 157 degrees. Yeah, I don't know how on earth I'd ever get that in the bandsaw. Well, actually, you know what I probably need to do? I was going to cut this to length first, but what I probably need to do is get this end put on there first. All that. Because if this bar is long, it'll fit through here, right? It'll fit between those two plates over there. So I need to get this on there and make sure that angle is correct. And then I can just slap in the bandsaw and trim this down. So that should come out to there. Okay, I spent a bunch of time drawing the end out there. I don't know if you can see those silver streak marks or not. Got it set up on the table. Use my fancy little angle finder thingy here and referenced off the edge of the sheet down here, like so. So I'm just going to draw a straight line within the plasma table code real quick and just cut that end off straight. Easy peasy. Take it out there, see if this fits like it's supposed to. Man, that's a nice cut. Okay, I'm gonna clean that up with the grinder real quick, and then we'll set it out there and see if it's anywhere close to the right angle. Is this anywhere close? That looks spot on. Dang, yeah, exactly where I want it. I was gonna cut this end off the bandsaw because it's an angle that's bandsawable, but that works so good using the table like that, I'm just going to use the table again. On that top link, the brace that goes back, I'm using 1 inch thick flat bar. And that entire spacing is 2 inches, so that means I need a 1/2 inch spacer on each side to hold it correctly. I'm going to cut out a couple little spacers, hopefully in the leftover areas of this plate. These little spacers go somehow, there we go. They'll go on the end of this. I'm going to actually tack weld them in place here, be one on each side of this, and then we'll set it up into the thingy here. This thing over. Like that. Yep, like that. Gonna work. Oh yeah. That works. On this side so you can see what's going on. You get the idea, right? Notice these edges are not the same. I changed the angle a little bit there, that way we don't have a straight line to create a fracture. Yeah, that looks really good. That's really, really, really good. I like that a lot. Okay. So I can actually weld this solid laying down here. I'm going to go ahead and weld this solid. I'm going to do these first. I'll get a little bit of heat put in there, and then I can weld these. And I go ahead and weld that. I'm going to weld it solid all the way around. That's what I'm saying. Yep. So to get this set up in here, put these pins through it like yo. And square tubing. Because I need a 1 inch gap in there. And then you go there. Ooh, that is warm. That is very, very warm. Okay. And I should have had that clamp ready to go, and it's getting very, very hot. Holy moly. Very, very hot. I get that done in time before I burn my hands off. And coming. There we go. Yep, just like that. I think the last thing I need to do is get in here and weld this in these corners. I don't know if I can do it with the MIG welder. I have to break out the old stick welder to finish that up. Yeah, I really can't get that. I can't reach into this corner with the MIG welder on the inside there. I kind of figured that when I was designing this. So I'm going to break out the little inverter welder. I am absolutely loving this thing still. I am blown away by it. It weighs nothing. It's dinky. It's cheap. But it's proving to be a really, really powerful welder. I'm trying to use this every time I can. And so far, it is still going strong. Matter of fact, a few days ago, I had to get a nut off of a bolt. And I actually powered my carbon arc torch with this thing. Alright, anyway, so I'm going to go set this up and run a few inches of stick in there with some 7018. Yeah. That is a weld I'm willing to show on YouTube. Alright, well, let's see what it looks like painted. Can't believe it's not 45-mile-an-hour winds today, though. I really thought our forecast said today was supposed to be windy. Right. It's like calm. Well, here's a little different view of it in the morning light. Came out pretty darn nice, I think. I'd like to show you from the other direction, so you're not looking at the abandoned house next to me, but if I show you the other direction, the sun's far enough in the south that none of the colors show up. So customer will probably come and get it here shortly, and I'll set up the camera and see if he'll let me record loading this thing. He uses his bale bed, so kind of an interesting way to load it.